Good morning and Jai Hind to your students. Welcome to biology class. Children, today we will complete the activity of biology. We have already completed the exercise of this chapter, that is living and non-living, and I hope you have completed that also and you have drawn the diagram also, children. So before coming to the activity of biology of annual term, I would like to show you the syllabus first and then we'll move to the activity part. Okay. So children, if you look into the syllabus of annual term biology, so there are three chapters. Chapter 8, getting to know plants. Chapter 9, the body and its movement. And chapter 7, living and non-living. Okay. So these are the three chapters of your annual term. Alright. So we have completed getting to know plants. We have completed the explanation and exercise. So it should be there in your fair notebook. Then the body and its movement. Also we have completed the exercise and explanation of the chapter. So again, this needs to be there in your fair notebook along with the diagrams. And living and non-living, we have also completed it. We have completed the exercise, we have completed the book exercise and explanation. So it needs to be there in your fair notebook. All these three chapters must be there in your fair notebook along with the diagrams wherever I have told you. Okay. Now, in this syllabus of annual term, we are left with the activities. I think you have not written the activities in your activity notebook. So it is activity 5, 6 and 7. So today we are going to discuss these three activities. You will write these activities in your activity notebook of bio. Again, I have told you, I know you have already made it. If those who have not done it yet, children, you will make a very thin and interleaf notebook, all right? And you will write these activities that we are going to discuss today. Okay, so let's quickly start with it. Be ready with your activity notebook of bio and pen and pencil, all right? So let's discuss these activities. Children, once again, I'll go through these question answers till you are getting your activity notebook ready. So these are the question answers, children. Oral question. So this you will do in your book only. Oral question 2 also you will do in book. Exercises you have completed in your fair notebook. In your book, this is the book exercise. Short answer question you have done. Long answer questions you have done. You will draw this diagram along with the two diagrams also. So I have seen only few notebook who have completed this. And this diagram of stomata also. Okay, then we have HOTS question. Alright, so we have already discussed it. I have already sent you in the app and I think you have completed it also. Okay, now we are going to discuss the activity of biology. Okay, so I think you are ready with your activity notebook. Okay, so there are three activities: activity 5, activity 6 and activity 7. All these three activities are from the chapter getting to know plants. So you are not going to mention the name of the chapter. You will only write activity 5, activity 6 and activity 7. Okay, so let's start with the discussion, children. So activity 5 is to study the parts of plants. So what you have to do, we are going to study the parts of plants, right? So for this, we will take a mustard plant and we will also take a grass plant. Okay? So in this, we are going to examine their root system and the shoot system. Okay? So procedure is, you have to do nothing. You will just pluck this mustard plant from somewhere and you will also pluck this grass from somewhere along with their roots. Okay, and we will examine each part very carefully. Okay, so when we will see, we are going to see these two systems, that is root system and a shoot system. Root system, children, we know it is of two types. One we have a taproot system, another we have a fibrous root system, right? There are two types of root system we have already studied in this chapter. That is, there are two types of root system. First is taproot, another we have is fibrous root system, right? In taproot system, what is there? We have one main branch of the root and rest other are attached to it, which is called lateral roots or the lateral branches, right? This is taproot, and this we find in mustard plant. सरसों का पेड़ बोलते हैं mustard plant. So this type of root system we can see in the mustard plant. But if we are going to observe the root of grass, so it is not of this type. It is like very fibrous type. It does not have any main branch. It is attached like a fiber. Okay, randomly spread and it is like a fiber. So thin fibers are attached here. So this type of root pattern is known as fibrous root. An example is grass. All right. So there are two types of root system, tap root system and fibrous root system. Okay. Which this we can see in the mustard plant and this we can see in grass. Okay. Then if we talk about the shoot system, so shoot consists of several things like we have a stem, then we have leaf, then root, flowers, bud, sorry. So all these thing, all these system here is known as shoot system. और जो नीचे होता है which is under the ground is known as root system. All right. So children, you will write this activity in your activity notebook and you will also draw this diagram. Children, please draw colorful diagram. Okay, draw colorful diagram. All right, this diagram is also there in your book. If it is not clearly visible from here, you can refer to your book also. Okay, now coming to activity 6. Activity 6, children, is to study the parts of flowers. Okay, in this activity we are going to study the different parts of flowers. So for this we have taken the hibiscus flower. So this flower that you see is a hibiscus, right? It is red. It can be red or any color, but generally it is fine red in color. And this is the hibiscus plant. While I was teaching you this chapter, I have shown you the hibiscus flower also. So you can also find it in your garden if it is there. Okay, but it is easily available. It is easily accessible. You can get it from anywhere. Okay, so this is the hibiscus flower and we need a forceps. What is forceps? Forceps is a tongue like structure. All right, it is a tongue like instrument. It is a forceps to catch the different parts of um, different parts of the flowers. Okay, so for this, what we need to do, we need to collect flowers of hibiscus plant. Children, do not pluck the flower. अगर वो नीचे गिरा हुआ है तो आप वहां से उठा सकते हो. And what we have to do, we have to observe it very carefully. So if we will look carefully into this hibiscus flower, we will find that there are several different parts present in the flower. First, we have pedicel. What is pedicel, children? If you look into the diagram, so this is the pedicel. All right, it is a stalk like structure which attach the flower. So this portion attaches the flower to the stem, right? So it is a stalk which join the flower to the stem. Getting it? It is called pedicel. Then we have thalamus. So pedicel के ऊपर एक bulge type का structure present होता है. This bulge structure which is present over the pedicel is called thalamus. Okay, so this thalamus is the uppermost part of the pedicel is wider and is known as thalamus. Okay, it is a bit broad and a wider structure which is present above the pedicel. Then we have sepals. The outermost whorl consists of green leaf-like structure is called sepal. So this is a sepal. आप देख रहे हो यहाँ पे. This is a leaf-like structure present. Alright. So this leaf-like structure is called sepal. It protects the bud. जब ये flower बहुत छोटा था, when it is in the form of a bud, ठीक है, ये ऐसे फ्लावर था, तो यही जो सेपल है वो इसको प्रोटेक्ट करता था. ओके, which is a green leaf like structure, it is called sepal. Then we have petals. Petals क्या होते हैं? फूल की जो पंखुड़ियां होती हैं, that is called petals, which is colorful, bright and has a scent. Okay, it is very colorful, it is bright in color, it is found in different colors also. Okay, and it has a certain scent. और ये scent क्यों होता है? So that the insects can get attracted towards it. और जब insects attract होते हैं तो क्या होगा? Then only it can reproduce and can produce other flowers also. Okay, so this is petal, which is bright in color and scented to attract insects that help in reproduction. Okay, so these are the petals, that red structure that you can see here, these are petals. Then we have stamen. Stamen क्या होता है? What are stamens? Stamens are male part of the flower. Children, do always remember it. आप कैसे याद करोगे? यहाँ पे men लिखा है, ठीक है, और men क्या होते हैं? Male होते हैं. So again, it is a male part of the flower. Stamen. Okay. So it is male part of the flower. All right. So what is a stamen? Stamen is the male part of the flower, and stamen includes filament and anther. ओके, स्टेमन में क्या क्या होता है? फिलामेंट होता है और एंथर होता है. सो दिस यू कैन सी हियर, ये देख रहे हो, दिस इज अ फिलामेंट एंड हियर इट इज एंथर. ओके, दिस इज फिलामेंट एंड दिस इज एंथर. सो फिलामेंट क्या है? ईच स्टेमन कंसिस्ट ऑफ thin green stalk or a filament with a बेड लाइक हेड कॉल्ड एंथर. उसके ऊपर एक हेड होता है विच इज कॉल्ड एंथर. ओके, नाउ पोलन ग्रेन्स क्या होते हैं? एंथर के ऊपर येलो येलो कलर के डॉटेड टाइप ऑफ डस्ट पार्टिकल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं एंथर में. ओके, नाउ दैट इज कॉल्ड पोलन ग्रेन, and this is the pollen grain which is getting transferred from one flower to another and helps in the process of pollination and reproduction. Okay, so pollen grains, the anther contains fine dust like particle called pollen grain. ठीक है, ये फिलामेंट है, ये उसके ऊपर एंथर है, और एंथर के ऊपर पाया जाता है डस्ट टाइप के पार्टिकल्स में, इट इज pollen grain. All right, this is pollen grain. Clear? Now let's come to next. We have pistil and carpel. So what are pistil and carpels? Pistil and carpels are generally the female part of the flower. ठीक है, pistil and carpel are the female part of the flower. Okay, now the female part of the flower consists of ovaries and ovules and style and stigma. ठीक है, कार्पेल लिखा है यहाँ पे, इसमें क्या क्या है देखो, स्टिग्मा है, स्टाइल है, ये स्टाइल है, ठीक है, ऑलराइट, एंड देन वी हैव ओव्यूल्स एंड ओवरी. स्टाइल कौन मारता है? लड़कियां मारती है स्टाइल. सो बाय दिस यू कैन रिमेम्बर दैट style is present in female part of the flower which is called carpel. ठीक है, So carpel or a pistil. In the center of the flower rises a flask-shaped structure called pistil or carpel. This is the female part of the flower. ये देख रहे हो? This is the center. ये क्या है? Stigma है. This is style, and here they have ovary and ovule. Ovary है and ovule. So this is the complete female part of the flower. ठीक है? ये स्टिग्मा है जहां पे pollen grain आके attach होता है. Okay. So ovary, it is a base of carpel, slightly swollen and called ovary. Style, the short tube-like upper part is the style and above it is the stigma. Okay? So I'll again draw. So this is the female part. This is called stigma. This is called style. And here we have ovary, and inside the ovary we have ovules. All right, and this complete part is known as carpel, or it is also called pistil, okay, which is the female part of flower. Okay, clear? So this, children, you will again draw it in the activity notebook and you will write all these things there. Okay. Now coming on to the next activity, the last activity of this chapter, that is activity 7. We have to study the transpiration in plant. Okay, so what is transpiration, beta? So transpiration is a process where the leaf of a plant releases the water vapor, right? Or water, which is called transpiration. Okay, कैसे देखेंगे transpiration? So for that we need one healthy potted plant and we need a transparent polythene bag. ठीक है, क्या करना है हमें? We'll take a healthy potted plant और हम उसको water कर देंगे, उसमें पानी डाल देंगे. Okay, then उस potted plant के एक branch पे what we are going to do, in the one branch will attach a poly bag और उसको हमने tie कर दिया अच्छे से. ठीक है, and we'll take another bag और उसको हमने ऐसे ही tie करके रख दिया to see कि अगर हम सही कर रहे हैं कि गलत कर रहे हैं. एक दो बैग लिया, एक को ब्रांच पे टाई किया और दूसरे बैग को ऐसे ही टाई करके रख दिया. Okay, so let's see what is written. Take a healthy potted plant and water it. Select a branch with a number of leaves and enclose it in a transparent polythene bag. एक transparent polythene bag में हमने इसको enclose कर दिया. Tie the mouth of the bag. Okay. Take another similar polythene and tie its mouth. एक हमने ऐसे ही polythene लिया और उसके mouth को tie करके रख दिया. Keep the potted plant and the other bag in the sun. दोनों को हमने धूप में रख दिया. ठीक. Observe after few hours. तो क्या होगा? The polythene which is attached to this branch will contain the droplets of water, but the polythene which is barely attached, हमने बस tie करके रख दिया है, will not have any water droplets. Okay, so ये क्यों हुआ? Because the leaf is performing the process of transpiration. So leaf has the ability to release water. Okay, so that is why the droplets appear over this polythene bag, whereas no droplets can be seen in this another polythene bag which is not tied with the branch of a leaf. Okay, so this proves that plants do transpire. Okay, so this is the activity, children. These were the activities, activity 5, 6 and 7. This you are going to do in your activity notebook and to complete your work, children. Okay, so you are going to complete your work and you will do all the activities in your activity notebook. You will also do the exercise part of the chapter. Okay, in case of any doubt, if you when you are whenever you are reading it, so in case of any kind of doubt in any of the subject, that is biology, chemistry and physics, if you come across any kind of doubt, please do ask in the group, children. Okay, from next class most probably we'll do the revision of chemistry, bio and physics. Okay, so that was the activity that you will do. Okay, I'll again share the syllabus with you. That is, there are three chapters: getting to know plants, the body and its movement, and living and non-living. So all these three chapters are your annual term course. So please do start learning it and also complete your exercise in the chapter. Okay, in the fair notebook. And these are the activities that you will do in your fair notebook. So children, we have completed the syllabus of science. All right, we have completed the physics syllabus. If you remember, we have discussed it yesterday. हमने complete कर लिया है. We have completed that chapter, we have completed the activity and we have completed the exercise, right? We have already completed the chemistry syllabus along with the activity. Demonstration is left for the activity that we will do when the school gets reopened. Okay, and this bio also we have completed. Okay, so children, these three chapters are very important: getting to know plants, living and non-living, and body and its movement. Please do learn all the exercise of this chapter and do complete this chapter in your fair notebook. Okay, and if you come across any kind of doubt while studying, please do ask in the group, children. Okay, so that's all for today. So this period was a bit shorter. Okay, so if you have any doubt, we can discuss it in the group. Okay, so that was it. If you want, I can again revise these question answers with you. Children, please go through the exercises. Choose the most appropriate answer, very short answer question in all the exercises. And please do learn these questions: short answer question and long answer question. Why do animals move around? You know why they move around: for food, clothing, and shelter. Not clothing, but yes, for food, for shelter, and for running away from the enemies or hunting for the prey. So they move around. Okay. Plants do not move. So we know what is the difference between living and non-living and all. Okay, you should know what is the main function of a mimosa plant, which is touch me not, stimuli, response क्या होता है, ये सारी चीजें आपको पता होनी चाहिए बेटा. And please start studying. Okay, do learn the exercises of this chapter. This question is important. Explain with the example what is meant by living things respond to stimuli. This is important. What is difference between living and non-living is important. Okay, what is species is also important. Children, these questions are very important. Please do complete your work and please start learning these chapters. Okay, so I'm ending my class here. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Thank you and Jai Hind, children.